everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome to another video, and this time we are experimenting with Freeze Mage on Wild Mode. And I don't play much Freeze Mage. It's not a deck or a deck type that has ever really appealed to me. But I've seen lots of videos of it in action recently, and I thought, do you know what? That looks like fun. Let's give it a try. So in this video, I'm going to be trying out two different decks. We've got the Curator Freeze Mage, which you can see here, and then there's the more traditional Freeze Mage, which we'll move on to a bit later. Now, none of these games in the video are ranked. They're all on casual because I'm just experimenting, trying things out, getting a feel for Freeze Mage. So I guess you can watch and learn with me. So what makes this special? Well, this deck runs your typical Freeze Mage cards. You know, your Doomsayers, your Frostbolts, your Fireballs, your Pyroblast to finish the game. You've got your Secrets, Ice Barrier, Ice Block to let you survive, Mad Scientist to get the secrets out. That's the benefit of Wild Mode. Mad Scientist still in play. But there's also in this deck the Curator, and the reason is to get Alexstrasza, because Alexstrasza can be your game winner. Often you draw burn in your hand, you have it in your hand, but you can't finish the game because your opponent, their health total is too high, and you're waiting on Alexstrasza to put them down to 15 so you can burn them down. So the Curator is there to draw you specifically Alexstrasza. So yeah, this particular deck, a bit different to your standard Freeze Mage deck. We'll move on to that a bit later, but we're going to give this one a try. Interestingly, there's also an Illuminator in this deck, so I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. Oh, and Barnes too. Okay, so we're going up against a Shaman, and we'll see what kind of a Shaman it is very shortly. Oh, there's the Curator, that's good news. And I have an Acolyte of Pain, so I can draw lots of cards, hopefully, and draw all my burn, play the Curator, draw Alexstrasza, burn his face down, and win the game. Maybe not. I don't know. Mad Scientist is a really good response to that Argent Squire. Oh dear, that's a problem. Totem Golem is so broken. The 2 costs 3/4. So here I'm just playing the Acolyte. I'm resigned to the fact that I will probably only draw 1 card from the Acolyte. I mean, maybe I should have just pinged on that turn. Maybe this was a mistake. I don't know. But I can play Barnes. And we get our secret up, which is Ice Block. Okay.
Tonight, a tale of wonder and magic.
And that's really good value, and that is Barnes working in a way that Barnes should work. Drawing us a card that, even though it's a 1/1, it's got a death rattle, so when it dies, I get value. Okay, so sure. Okay. We're starting to draw some more burn here. That's interesting. But I may be forced to use my burn here just to clear that Flame Tongue totem because it's so annoying. Okay. We're making the trades that we can make here. Ice Barrier will buy us a little bit more time, but this Shaman is going to pile on the aggression very, very quickly. He knows that the only way to beat me is to kill me quickly before I get enough burn to kill him. Wow, he didn't do anything else. Really? Really? Okay, well, I'm not doing anything else either, because this is not a Frost Nova turn. I'm not fireballing that, well not yet anyway, because that's burn that needs to go face. How do I win if I use all of my burn on the board? So it is time for the Curator then, And oh, that's good. The Curator
The menagerie is for guests only.
will eat up his board. And there's Alexstrasza. We have Tony in hand, aka Antonidas. So we're going to get some fireballs, hopefully, in this game. Hopefully. An interesting play could very well be turn 10, Antonidas Frostnova. And if he hasn't got Hex, he's not going to be able to remove him. Wow, the Curator just ate up the majority of that board. That's incredible. Curator already proving to be worthwhile in this particular game. It's preserving my life total. Oh, good. That's something. Now, is there an argument there to have waited for a bit longer to draw some further burn? Maybe, but I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. This is fine. Really, I mean, Antonidas just got discounted. That's incredible. All I need now is a Frostbolt. And I can go Antonidas, Frostbolt for 2, play those free 0-cost Ice Lancers, and oh, this is so incredible. He doesn't know what is soon to hit him. And he's loading up the board, which I don't care about, because we've got Frostnova. Well, is it time? Is it time? Or do we just go Alexstrasza here?
I wonder.
See, if we play Antonidas, we're just going to load up in fireballs, right? No. We put him down. We put him down. How's he going to kill me from here? He has 9 on board. He can't kill me. I'm safe. I have Ice Block up too. We put him at 15. We get the second discount from the Emperor, which is so huge. We have 2 Frostnovas as well. Okay. Sure. Which one are you going to trade? Are you going to trade? You don't want to trade. You want to go face, but you have to trade. Yep. Okay. Rockbiter? Really? Oh, you want to burst me down. You're afraid of dying because you saw Alexstrasza. Sure. Okay. Can we kill him? We have 6. 10. Because we can freeze his face. I don't think we can kill him, but we just play Tony. And we'll kill him over 2 turns. There's our first fireball. Here's our second fireball. And why not? Here's our third. And there's our fourth. Aha, says Antonidas. Is he saying aha or ha-ha? Anyway.
Well played.
Well played. He ain't coming back from that, and he knows it. So, Curator. Curator Freeze Mage. Not bad at all. Okay, we're now looking at more of a traditional Freeze Mage, and it is top speeds deck. What's different? Well, there's no Curator, but we still have Alexstrasza, obviously. This deck, as I say, traditional setup, only 1 copy of Acolyte of Pain and double Novice Engineer. The idea being that Novice Engineer is immediate card draw, whereas with the Acolyte you have to wait to do something with it. You either have to ping it or trade it into something. The Engineer is immediate card draw. So that's the idea there. Apart from that, it is pretty much a bog standard Freeze Mage deck. Notice that there are no Flame Strikes in this deck, And in the guide that was written by Top Speed on Hearthstone, Top Speed did say there's no Flame Strike because on Wild Mode there are lots of Death Rattle minions. And if you Flame Strike a board, the chances are you're just giving them more minions they can use the following turn anyway. And then they can just probably kill you. So Blizzard is being run because it's a 2 damage AoE, less likely to trigger those pesky Death Rattle minions. And in essence here, Blizzard being used as a stall tactic. Maybe it doesn't kill the minions, but it freezes them in place so they can't attack face the following turn, buying you more time to build up your burn spells and then kill him. Yeah, that's the idea. Cone of Cold also in this deck. You know, more stalling. You've still got your Doomsayer and your Frost Nova combos in this deck as well. And of course, Pyroblast is also very helpful. There is no Antonidas in this deck, so we can't draw fireballs, and that's really, really important to know. Whereas in the previous deck, you could recover with Antonidas and draw fireballs. Here you can't. Okay, so let's have a look at this deck in action. And we're going up against a Paladin, and more than likely it's a Secrets Paladin. More than likely, what else would it be on Wild Mode? I mean, it could be Dragon Paladin, it could be N'Zoth Paladin, but no, it's probably Secrets. Now, I said earlier, there is no Antonidas in this deck, so you can't draw those extra fireballs to save the day. Therefore, you have to be more careful with how you play this deck. With the Antonidas deck, you could perhaps be a bit more reckless, using your burn as you see fit, knowing that you can draw more burn when you need it later. But here, you can't draw additional burn. Therefore, everything has to be calculated very carefully. And therefore, I would argue that it is harder to play this particular version of Freeze Mage than it was to play the deck that I showcased just before. So, okay. This looks like a ping to me, or maybe just an Ice Barrier. 3 mana uses up Ice Barrier there quite nicely.
Back to your homes.
A ping would have meant floating a mana, and not a fan of floating a mana there. So, okay. We have the Frostbolt, we have the Ice Lance in hand, there's a Blood Mage Thalnos, but we have to get rid of that 3/3, it's super annoying. And of course it's Redemption, but yeah. But we had a nice play there. Frostbolt into the ping on the redeemed minion, that's pretty good. Okay, we have cards in hand. To stall this game, we have Blizzard, we have... Oh, okay. Well, he was like, no, this isn't going to work. Alright, so beating the Paladin. How nice. Okay, this next game. And we're going up against a Warlock. Now, just contemplating here, Arcane Intellect. It is card draw, therefore it's important. Okay, so we've got a good start. Mad Scientist into card draw. Pretty good. That's good for later. So the idea now is just draw as many cards as we can. And it's a Zulok. Torch is really good. So the idea here is that he needs to burst me down before I kill him with burn. That's the idea. And he's going to flood that board. But the thing about Zulok is you flood the board, you play into AoE. Now I have Blizzard in hand. He doesn't know that I don't run Flame Strike. He has to assume that I run Flame Strike. He has to assume. Anyway, this is awkward because that has 3 health, so I have to use the torch. I would have preferred to have used the torch on his councilman. But the only other play there was to trade the scientist into the Voidwalker and ping it, but didn't like that. I'd rather remove it, I guess. Yeah. I didn't want that turn to end with 2 minions left on the board, but here I'm in a bit of trouble now. Yeah, this is a bit awkward.
I hope you like my invention.
Now I may be forced just to ping and trade. That 3 health is super annoying to get through. And look at the Councilman. It's growing. It's growing and I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. I mean, turn 6 is coming soon.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Is he going to trade? No, he's just filling the board. Well, this is good for turn 6, but we have still some time to go before we get there, and that's going to be a problem for me. And this is what I mean about Zoo just beating you down on the board. Just constantly beating you down. So here I'm forced to... I can't Blizzard, so I'm forced to play Frostnova here. I'd be happy if there was a Doomsayer. There isn't a Doomsayer, so it's okay. He can't play anything. He can just tap, which he'll be happy to do. He's at 30. He feels safe. So he's just going to tap. That's absolutely fine. Now I can Blizzard. Oh, hello. Now I can Blizzard. And we trade. Okay. Could have traded the Scientist to get a secret out, but I value the 2 attack and the 2 health. Imp Gang Boss is annoying. That is something we can trade into, I guess. But now he's got a 1-drop. Doesn't play it. Probably Power Overwhelming. Okay, some burn. Hello. Alright. There was no point playing the Emperor there because we weren't discounting very much. I'm contemplating killing that Imp Gang boss, but no, we need the burn for his face. So we just ping face. Okay. He has to get through the ice barrier. There is another ice barrier on the way. We have Pyroblast. If we could just draw Alexstrasza, we win the game, really. And of course, there is no Curator in this deck to draw us Alex, so a bit annoying. And now he knows the race will be on. He's doing everything he can to pop the block as quickly as he can. That's interesting. He has 6 on board. I can play another Ice Barrier. I can Doomsayer. I can ping. There's things I can do here. There are choices to be made. That sounds sensible, I guess. And I can freeze one of his minions and hope he can't remove the Doomsayer. I mean, you could make the argument I needed that spell for burn, but in this situation, I'd rather both of his minions just died and he didn't play anything and just tapped, because every time he taps, of course, he's closer to dying. Oh wow, he's gonna kill it. He's actually gonna kill it. That's unbelievable. Wow, good for him. Well played, sir. Well played. Well, actually now, Blizzard's gonna help us big time. Can I afford to take that damage on board to the face next turn? 13. 13 damage. Wow. I mean, we have Ice Barrier up. And he's going to keep tapping. I mean, the dream is that he just taps himself into death. This is not the greatest Emperor in the world, but he's a body which needs to die. So if he trades into Emperor, he's not going face. That's the key thing. Okay, that's the key thing.
My shield for Argon.
We still have Blizzard. Stall. Okay, so stall tactics are really important. I am wondering now about Flame Strike. I know it wasn't included because of Wild Mode running Death Rattle minions, but I'm curious. Would Flame Strike still be fine here? Probably. I mean, it keeps you alive, right? Kind of. Well, 1, 2, 3, 6 minions on board. We have an ice block up. We have burn. That's 10 in hand, 6 and 6. 22 damage. He's dead. Next turn. And he can't kill me this turn. The only thing that kills me is Eater of Secrets, and, well, how often do you see that? I don't see a Zoolock teching in Eater of Secrets. Maybe something like a Reno Lock, or a Priest, or a Control-y style deck. Not this. Yes, over. And they don't run healing. It's over. Oh, hello. Overkill. Disgusting overkill. And he concedes. He knew it. He knew what was coming. Wow. Hey, this deck's not bad. Okay. Let's look at a final game. It's a Hunter. Now, Hunter is super effective on Wild Mode. Super effective. Particularly N'Zoth Hunter with Sludge Belcher and Call of the Wild. Really, really, really strong. I got Legend with it a couple of months back. And that also got me Golden Hunter too. So Hunter's super strong, in my opinion anyway. Because it runs all the Naxxramas sticky minions, your Haunted Creepers, your Parter Shredders, your Belchers. Really hard to remove, really hard to deal with, and Hunters can just burst you down. I'd actually argue that the Hunter's burst power as a mid-range deck is superior to that of Secret's Paladin. Secret's Paladin can sweep you with insane sequences like Secret Keeper into Secrets, for example, but on average overall I'd say Hunter has greater potential to burst you down because of the hero power and Call of the Wild, of course. Call of the Wild is just disgusting. It's so broken. You can be winning on board, you can be winning in the health totals, but then they play Call and they just neutralize your board and still have stuff left on board. It's crazy. It really is. And Timberwolf, okay, this is a Beast Hunter. This is a Beast Hunter. Interesting. Which makes me assume there'll be Scavenging Hyena in this deck. Well, we have Burn in hand, and we have Alexstrasza. We need to decide here how to navigate this. I don't think throwing Burn at his face is appropriate, and I'm not going to attack because I don't want to trigger a secret. I'd rather him use the bow or trade with the minion. Okay, that's actually annoying. The Houndmaster there. Well, we're building up Burn, and that's a 3 damage. That's a 3 damage AoE. So it serves 2 purposes. First of all, it removes the Houndmaster, and the second purpose is it kills the beast. Beasts enable kill command, and therefore you don't want to leave beasts on the board. It's really important. But what I told you before about the burst capability of Hunter as a mid-range deck, this is what we're seeing now. He must feel pretty good about himself. He's got me to 15. We're heading to turn 8, and I'm about to use one of my AoEs. But now that he doesn't have a board, he may want to consider using his bow to attack my Blood Mage. I'm still not attacking because I don't want to give him the bow charge, depending on what that secret is. Oh, he's actually attacking face. Wow. He smells blood and he wants to burst me down. Oh, he's got, of course, he had a second one, sure. That's a lot of damage over 2 turns. I mean, it really is.
I hope you like my invention.
But we're drawing our Burn here, and next turn is Alexstrasza, which is really good.
I hope you like my invention.
I'm just going to keep drawing. Could have used Arcane Intellect there, but this is fine. This uses our mana up by playing the Engineer plus freezing his face. We don't want to take more damage from that bow, not yet. I'm well aware of the ice block. I'm well aware of the fact that I am protected for now. Oh dear. Well, that's interesting. Well, is it time? Yes, it's time. He's dead on turn 10. This is an example of Alexstrasza turn 9 and then killing him on turn 10. This is perfect. Really is. I'm not even going to attack. I don't need to. He's just dead. And there's nothing he can do apart from play Eater of Secrets, which he's clearly not running, so hey, I win the game. Burn in hand, didn't even need the Emperor. That's incredible. Double Fireball into Frostbolt, that's 6 plus 6, that's 12 plus 3, 15. Precise lethal. And of course, you've got to get lucky, right? And that's one of the issues, I guess, with Freeze Mage. You have to get lucky. If you don't get lucky, it's not actually it's not a great deck. You have to draw the burn when you need it. You have to draw your Alexstrasza when you need it. I presume he's going to kill Alex now. Does he have a deadly shot? Time is running out. Make your decision. Okay, that's probably Freezing Trap. He's thinking, right, yes, I can still have a chance here. No, you have no chance at all. And there we go. And that's it. So yeah, Freeze Mage by Top Speed. Fun deck to play when you draw the burn when you need it. So there you go. Pyroblast. How good is that card? I guess if you've used up Fireballs and Frostbolts and you've played Alexstrasza, I guess that gives you your last push, your last bit of push to kill them. So I guess it has value. Novice Engineer over Acolyte of Pain. Yeah, I think I was a big fan of the direct card draw from the Engineer there. I think it made a difference in some of those games. Yeah, whereas Curator in this particular deck, that helped me too in terms of drawing Alexstrasza. So which deck do I prefer? The Top Speed deck or the Curator deck? I think I'm going to go for now with the Top Speed deck. There are some cards in this Curator deck I'm not sure about, like Barnes, like Illuminator. Maybe if we replace those two cards with something else, maybe this Curator Freeze deck would actually be superior because of the chance to draw Alexstrasza. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you like the content. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you all again very soon.